This demo will showcase the Application Data Mass Update X'App from our off-the-shelf library of X'Apps. The ADMU X'App lets you load any data into ASAP via the batch input procedure with just a few clicks to set it up. ADMU covers all standard ASAP transactions. I first connect to XSBS with my user, which is similar to my ASAP user ID. From XSBS Core portals, I launch the ADMU X'App saved in my Tools section. ADMU has 4 different tabs, which logically follow the steps of modeling, selecting and filtering the data you want to update, and lets you review it before you record and play your batch input procedure from the Script tab. Let's illustrate the use of ADMU through a simple scenario with the MM02 transaction. I first reset the tool to blank out all previous information. The System field lets me determine from which ASAP system I want to extract data. In the same way, the Table Name field lets me input the table from which I want to review and then update data. For this example, I chose the MAKT table, which is the ASAP description table for materials used in MM02 transaction. But remember, it could be any table used for any standard ASAP transaction. By clicking on the Get Definition button, I will get a complete list of all the fields contained in the specified table. From this list, I can simply indicate which fields I want to see in my result type by assigning them a presentation position in my query. Let's select the material number, language, and description. I press either the F8 key or click the Execute button to validate my table and fields choice and pass on to the Selection tab. On this tab, I can enter criteria to filter out the results of my query. For example, I can restrain the displayed products based on the product code from P102 to P110 and to English descriptions only. Again, I push either the F8 key or click the Execute button to run my query. The Result tab now shows the filtered result from my query imported from ASAP. I can review the data and directly modify according to my requirements to prepare my batch input. For example, I will modify all initial English descriptions of my materials to new descriptions directly imported from XSBS. I now go to the Script tab where I will first record my transaction. I assign a name and description to my script for later reference, set the system and standard ASAP transaction. I click the Record button to emulate the transaction. Now ASAP opens up in the MM02 transaction, and I can update the description of the first material in my list P102, for example. Then I simply save, and the ADMU X'App has recorded all the steps of the MM02 transaction for P102. I now simply need to link these steps to my Result tab to automate the update of all the materials in my list. When this is ready, I click the Play Live button to launch my batch input update. ADMU X'App displays a new message tab where I can control the past updates. Let's quickly check in ASAP that my batch input updates went all right. I connect to ASAP, then launch the MM02 transaction. Let me check material P105, for example. The description was updated properly according to my batch input. As you can see, the ADMU X'App can cover any basic mass update requirement. If your requirements are more complex or do not rely on a standard transaction, please refer to our XSBS Studio page to check for expert functionalities. Thanks for your attention, and please check the demos of our other X'Apps.